Oh, hey everyone. It's nice to see you. Thank you for checking in on my channel. Having my coffee in my Amsterdam cup that I got from Primark a couple years ago. Had to get rid of most of my coffee mugs, but this one made the cut. This coffee's all right. I want a new coffee maker. The quest for the coffee maker is still ongoing. So anyways, thanks for joining me. Today, I thought we would talk about probably the biggest chunk of my palette collection. It is no secret that I love Colourpop, our Lord and Savior. Oh wait, with my right hand, our Lord and Savior Colourpop. They're probably my favorite makeup brand, as much as I'd hate to admit it. I got shit all over my, whatever. Perfection doesn't exist. So anyways, they're my favorite makeup brand. They consistently have decent quality, especially for the price. Their shit is cute. And I really like them. Like whenever I use Colourpop, like I can always depend on having a good experience. So what I thought I would do today is I pulled out every single one of my Colourpop palettes, and I thought I would like kind of rank them and kind of quickly discuss them because I have 61 total, and I'm not going to like do like every single one of them. But what I am going to do is tell you all the ones I have and then kind of show you like these are the ones I love and like what I think of them. So I have 4 categories. I have the A+ category. I love them. They're awesome. Highly recommend. I have the B+ category. I'm glad I have them. They're nice palettes. And then I have the C category. They're fine. And I'm going to try and tell you why they're not in the B category or the A category. And then I have the final category, which is I just need to use them. Like either I haven't used them or I've only used them once and it was a long time ago, or there's just something where I don't feel comfortable putting them in a ABC category. So let's get started. The first one, we'll go through the A+ category, and the first ones are my Mecha palettes. So these are my Mecha palettes, and these are 28 Adept Cosmetic palettes that I have depotted 28 Colourpop palettes. So this is one of them. She's pretty. And then this is the other one. And I will go through the list of. So as you can see, I've pulled out some from these because I'm using them in a custom palette. So this is what is in these 2 palettes. Okay. So each of them holds 14. So there's 28 total. So in these 2 palettes, I have It's My Pleasure, Ooh La La, Cloud Spun, Orange You Glad, You Are a QT, which was an Ulta exclusive, Making Mobs, Mar, which is a nice one, Main Squeeze, Wine and Only, Honey, Just My Luck, Mint to Be, On Cloud Blue, Blue Moon, High Tide, which was another one of mine. Like I had to run out and get it the day it came out. And then the other one is, they're kind of mixed together, but generally vegan. We have Big Poppy, Baby Got Peach, Going Coconuts, Aura and Out, Golden State of Mind, In a Trance, Miss Bliss, Grandeur, Ornate, Baroque, Smoke Show, and I had the Smoke Show one before, because they got sued or something for trademark on that name, but I had the one that said Smoke Show, Strawberry Shake, and Little Ray of Sunshine. So all of those are in these 2 palettes, and I have feelings about these individual palettes that I'm not going to get into, but together, like I would be really sad if anything happened to these, because if my house is on fire and I could only grab like, a handful of palettes, I would grab these. Oh, look. Whoa, look at that. That's crazy. Stacy Inception. I'll put the link on where to get these Adept Cosmetics. What do you call these? Magnetic palettes, because they're awesome. My only beef is they're a little heavy, but other than that, they're great. So yeah, I love these A+. Please don't ever take them from me. So let's keep going. So I'm kind of grouping these together. A+, the quads. These quads are incredible. The quality is amazing. The color stories are great. So I have Pisces in the Sky. I have The Secret Life of Scorpio. I have this one I wanted forever, waffle cone. And yes, I understand. I get it. I don't care. They're the same. They're near the same. Never tore us apart. Of course, the tender loving cancer. I'm a cancer. And sorbet. And I always try to like pick up one or two of these whenever I put in a Colourpop order because these are amazing. They're good for travel. They're not great for travel, but they're good for travel. They are a little flaky as far, let me see if I can. Oops, see, one just kind of fell. Yeah, let's see here. It's not really working. Oh, well, you can look online. The shimmers are great, but they are a little flaky. So if you have a makeup bag that holds your shadows, upright and, in a locked position, these are fine for travel, but they're just really easy. Like in the morning, if I, don't have time to think about what I'm going to do with my eyes, this sorbet palette is great. A+, love these. Another little kind of set that are A+, and these I don't know what the collection is called, but I even kept the box for these this one, the High Society Too Hot Cashmere Forever statement piece, and Rumor Has It. Here, I'll take the Rumor Has It one out of the box. I kept the boxes. I'm not a box keeper. Like I don't keep that kind of stuff, but I love these. Here's the Rumor Has It one. I'm a sucker for rainbow palettes, and these are they're so pretty. When they came out, I was like, oh yeah, I'm buying that. Like there's just no way around it. And I love these. I don't use them often, but when I do, I use the purple one on my 40th birthday. But when I do use them, I love every single look I get. They're super easy to use. I love those little 5-pan curated collections that they have. They just came out with the holiday collection, and I don't want the nude one because I don't need that, but those little rainbow ones, I'm really resisting Black Friday. It's the day before Thanksgiving right now, and I'm really resisting Black Friday sales. I'm doing a good job so far because I'm broke. The next one, I have all 3 of these, and each one of them landed in a different category, but I have all 3 of the Bambi palettes. Oh, man. Let's see if I can fix it. Here we go. That's a little better. I have all 3 of the Bambi palettes, and the Thumper palette landed in the A+ spot because this color story, I think, is special. I mean, on its surface, there's nothing special about it. But it's just, I need to use it more. It's so pretty. I'll put a little picture. Other way. No. I don't know. Up here of the Thumper color story. It's very, oh, we have a friend. What at? I think that a Twee. That's because Daddy not home. Yeah, Twee only hangs out with Daddy not home. Anyways, it's just a really special, kind of boring color story, but it's not boring, and it's just so cute. And look at little Thumper. Look at Thumper, he's so cute. Oh, I love their packaging. Whoever does their packaging does a great job. Speaking of the next one, that is an A+ in my book. Oh, here it is. I have them all over here. Okay, first of all, look at this thing. Look at it. It's so cute. So cute. Second of all, the color story is like a green lover's dream. And it's so cute. I have the Mandalorian one on the way. It's actually got sent to my mom, so I'm waiting a little longer than normal for it. But I mean, I love this one. I love this one. And then on the same trajectory, another amazing green palette. I hate that they're not the same size. That's one thing about Colourpop that drives me crazy, is that these 9 pans are not the same size. Like, can you see? Try and line it. Like, ugh. But the Tinkerbell one, I've used this one a couple times, and it's beautiful. Look at that. It's just beautiful. And this is especially good quality. The shimmers in here are great. So if you like greens, I highly recommend both of these. And then, would an A+ list of Colourpop palettes be complete without this? This one was a white whale for me. And then right before we moved, my friend found it and was like, look, do you want this? And I was like, oh, I So at Foresight, this is the Raw Beauty Christie in Colourpop, and it's just, I mean, what can you say about it? A plus. It's great. I mean, everything in this list is great quality. I like every single one of these palettes that I'm going to talk about. But this one is I still can't believe I have it because I really thought I wasn't going to get it. So this is a special one. This one I might like rescue from a burning building as well. The next one, the next two were the summer releases. We have Lush Life and Cabana Club. Now I knew I wanted this one, the Lush Life, because of the beautiful greens, and it's just a little reflective. It's just a nice palette. You know, I could see me just taking this one for a weekend away and making, you know, 2 or 3 completely different looks with it. And it's so pretty. I love like jungle prints, and it's so pretty. I bought a lot of stuff in this collection because the colors were just speaking to me. And then this one, Cabana Club, I bought on a whim during my I'm going to spend whatever I want because I'm turning 40 spree in July. I regret nothing. And this is an A+ palette for me. I really like it. It's so pretty. It looks an awful lot. I know, looking at it now, it looks an awful lot like the one that they just came out with at Ulta. I forget what it's called. I'll put it right here. And I wanted that one. So this is good that I'm looking at all my palettes, because that's one way I can talk myself out of buying palettes, is like, oh yeah, because Colourpop, they do dupe themselves because they have so many palettes. They come out with like every week. It's like, really another palette, another collection. So once you amass all these Colourpop palettes, you need to be careful what you buy, because then you'll get repeats. But this is a nice palette and I like it. And then I have 2 left. We'll go for my newest Colourpop palette. I've only used it once, my Nightmare for Christmas palette, but when I did use it, I was like, yeah, okay. First of all, it brings me joy just looking at it. Like, it's so cute. And like, you open it up and the mirror, like, look at the mirror. It has a little black cat right there. It's so cute. And then the little guy, I love this guy so much. And I love the color story. Like, I know a lot of people were whining and complaining about the color story, how it didn't match the movie, but who said it has to match the movie? You can make beautiful looks from this. And this frog's breath color, like, let me try and get a swatch to show you. So here it is. Oh, I really need a new camera. I'm trying, guys. I'm trying. But it's so pretty. It's like a duochrome with like a reddish base with a purple. It's so pretty. I don't know if you could see it, but it's worth it just for that. But I bought the whole collection minus the stickers, because the little gems, because I don't need those. But A+. I love this. I bought it the second it came out. I was like, I have to have this. It's beautiful. I love Nightmare Before Christmas, and I love this palette. And then finally, what might be surprisingly my favorite Colourpop palette, and I hate myself that I love this palette, but every time I use it, I'm just like, you're a basic bitch at heart, Stacy, and it's okay. This fucking Limoncello palette. Now on its base, on its front, it is a basic bitch palette. It is basic. There's no way around it. However, it is the most beautiful basic bitch palette with this beautiful pop of blue that's great as a little liner. There's this color, the easy peasy color. Let me see if I can't. You know what I'll do? I'll put in swatches. I'll put in pictures of these swatches so you can see it. But these colors are gorgeous. This is one of those Colourpop palettes that is like, the quality just is a little better than the other ones. And it's just, I don't know, man. It's so beautiful. This might be my favorite Colourpop palette. I don't know. I love it. It's beautiful. Like the whole, like the design of it, the little lemons. It's, oh, I love it. I have a lot of stuff from this collection too. Not everything, but a lot. And every time I use it, I'm just like, damn. Like the tones are great. Like, yeah, it's, you know, it's warm, but it's not like super warm. And that blue is just beautiful. That color Capri is amazing. I'll put in swatches. So, okay, my love affair with limoncello has, we're going to stop there. So now let's move into, well, coffee's not bad this morning. I needed it. Let's move into the B category. I'm glad I have it. You know, like they're not my favorite, but they're good. And the first one is the flower palette. This is a good palette. If you want a tiny 5-pan purple color story, this is for you. And look at the flower. Yeah, flowers, so cute. These are so cute. I like these a lot. When they came out, I was like, I'm such a sucker for this kind of shit. And Colourpop, you know exactly what you're doing. But this is a nice little palette, and I recommend it, especially if you want, you know, a tiny. I love, like, it's tiny. I have tiny little hands, and it's tiny. It's little, and it's, you know, another one that you could just throw in a makeup bag and travel with. If you're going away for a weekend, this oh gosh color, I'll put in a swatch. It's really pretty. I've only used it a couple times, but it's nice. It's nice. It's good. Now on to the, yeah, I'm glad I have them. These were my very first 2 Colourpop palettes. I had a dream about these, and I woke up and I told my husband, he might have just been my fiance or my boyfriend at the time, but he was Keith. I was like, I have to go to Ulta. I have to go get these 2 palettes. And he's like, what? And I'm like, I had a dream about them. I have to go get them. These were my very first Colourpop palettes. So I have a very special place in my heart for these 2 palettes. These are the Frozen 2. This is the Anna palette. I love Frozen, in case you guys don't know. Yeah, I'm resisting the urge to like belt out Let It Go right now. So let's do that. So it's a nice warm palette with, you know, kind of berry tones. It's very pretty. But I love the Elsa palette. Elsa's my girl. I relate to Elsa. You know, the cold never bothered me anyways. I love this palette. I don't know if you can see. Yeah, you can kind of see, but that middle shade is a pressed glitter, but it's called Flurry, and it looks like snow. And I just think it's really clever. It's beautiful. I need to use it more. Yeah, you know, that shade Water, I think that's what it's called. Water? Yeah, Water. It's pretty similar to the blue in the Limoncello palette. That shit happens when you have a lot of Colourpop. But I mean, am I ever going to get rid of these? No. I'm never going to get rid of any of these. These are my Colourpop palettes. No. Like, if I had to choose one brand, I would probably just keep my Colourpop palettes, because I have every color under the rainbow, and they perform well. Like, they perform nicely. So these were my first 2 Colourpop palettes, and I love them. Glad I have them. The next one is my first mega palette from them. This Fade Into You palette. First of all, the name is cute. I love this one. I'm a sucker for a rainbow palette, and this one fits the bill. It has every rainbow color under the sun. So this first one, this line down here, these are all like dark saturated mattes, and then it just gonna gets lighter up to here, and then these are pastels. And I mean, you have every color that you would ever need to create a rainbow look in one beautiful palette. Do I need it? Nope. Am I happy I have it? Yup. Because it gives me happiness just looking at it. There's something that happens in my brain when I look at things like this that just, I don't know. I don't know. Somebody who's a brain person, tell me what happens in your brain when you look at colors and you can see what you can do with them. I don't know, but it's really pretty. Again, I need to use it more. It's a problem when you have so many palettes. You're like, shit, I've only used this 3 times, but I know I like it. Glad I have it. Now the next one is the Hocus Pocus, the first one, the Gather Round Sisters palette. I still have PTSD from this release trying to get this damn collection. Okay, we were traveling. We were moving from Bakersfield to what was Omaha. We didn't know it was Omaha at the time. And I was like, holy shit, a Hocus Pocus collection, a witch collection. I'm not even I love Hocus Pocus, but I'm not like the biggest fan of Hocus. But I needed it. I had to have it. I wanted it, and I got it. But holy shit, That was awful. They've since fixed their shit, and Colourpop, good job on you. But you know, I've only used this maybe once or twice, but I know that I'm glad I have it because look at her. Love you. And I love this one because there are shade names like Yabos and Thackeray, just a kitty, right? Thackeray, I don't know. Coven, Goodbye Cruel World, Brewer Potion, Hello Salem. It's just a nice fall palette, and I'm glad I have it. Is it in my favorite A's? No, no. It's a little basic, but I'm glad I have it. It's beautiful. It's beautiful. Very glad I have it. So the next one along the same lines as the Hocus Pocus palette, I'm all for the creepers, and this one came back into stock a little while ago, and I was like, I might as well pick it up. This is the Misunderstood the Villains palette. What stands out, what makes this one special to me is the packaging. If you look closely at it, it has like little insets of the different villains. So there's Maleficent, there's the Evil Queen, there's I think that's Ursula. It's beautiful. You know, obviously they're packaging, they're little pieces of art, which is another way I tell myself, oh yeah, it's fine, it's art, Stacey, you're buying art. Sure. But what stands out for me are these shimmers down here. They're black based shimmers, and I'll stick a couple of swatch pictures here or there or wherever they go. I don't know. We'll figure it out, right? This is a nice palette. It's great. It's cute. This collection kind of came out before I was super heavy into Colourpop. I've always been super heavy into makeup, but super heavy into Colourpop. So I'm glad I grabbed it. You know, there are names like Flotsam and Jetsam, 101, No Spots, Mongrels, Underworld, Pain and Panic. So I'm glad I don't use this one a lot, but I'm glad I have it. You know, Lauren May Beauty, when she picked this one up, she wanted it and she wanted it and she wanted it, and she wasn't super impressed with it. And I kind of feel the same way. Like, I'm glad I have it. I'm not super impressed with it, but I'm glad I have it because, I mean, it's a Disney villains palette and it's misunderstood. And I always think the villains are misunderstood. I love villains in general. The next one, this fucking palette. Now, when it came out, I was like, no, Stacey, you don't need it. You don't need it. Came out in July when I was like on my buying spree. I was like, you don't need it. You don't need it. You don't need it. You're too fucking old for Powerpuff Girls. Like, you were, you know, a teenager, an older teenager when this shit was popular. You don't need it. You don't need it. You don't need it. And then I had points at Ulta that I needed to spend before we left because I wasn't going to be able to spend them here. So I picked it up and I'm glad I did. First of all, again, with the packaging, it's so cute. I love how I need to work on that. The Powerpuff Girls are cute, but then look at the color story. It's a nice color story. These basic bitch colors up here are really nice. I will put in swatches. And then these bright neons are really cool. They're really cool. I think they're pretty unique to my collection too, because they're very bright. They're very neon, but they're also very matte. And, you know, that's not something I have. And it's a nice little palette. And you know what? I'm glad I grabbed it. I'm glad I grabbed it. Finally, now, I didn't know I wanted this until I had it. I won this whole collection. I have one set of fake eyelashes, and that's because I won the full Malibu Barbie collection on a Facebook group. And I was like, cool, okay, whatever. Like, I was not into this. Like, okay, it's cute, but whatever. Joke's on me. This palette is amazing. It's stupid good. Again, it has a matte, you know, I say, oh, it's unique to my collection, but no, but whatever, it's okay. These shimmers up here, like this Cali girl, vintage doll, come on, shine on, all these all these shimmers are legit. I really like this palette. This palette, I was like, does it go in the A plus or the B category? And I put it in the B category because it's a little warm. It's a little bubblegum poppy, but like this is an A minus palette. Like I really like this palette, and I highly recommend it. If any of these colors speak to you, I recommend it. It's a nice one. It's a nice one. So now let's move on to the, they're fine. I honestly could take them or leave them. And I'll tell you why I could take them or leave them. I straightened my hair, but it's been really rainy and humid. Not humid, just rainy and wet, and it just doesn't work. The first one is the Bambi palette. There's nothing wrong with this palette. It's a nice palette. It's just a little too warm for me. You know, like it's just a little too basic bitch. Again, it's so cute. Look at Bambi. Look at Bambi. Meow. But it's just a little too warm. There's nothing wrong with it. Again, I have all three of them. I'm glad I have the collection. But out of the three of them, this is my least favorite, just because it's a little warm and boring. It's nice. There's nothing wrong with it. I like it. This one, Garden Variety palette. For the packaging is beautiful. And there's no way around that. Packaging is beautiful. Like with these, what are they? Succulents. Into it. However, I have it. Honestly, I'd probably get more use from it if I depotted it and used them as singles. So I might do that. But I want to keep all my Colourpop together. And these Adept magnetics are full. So there's kind of no point in doing that. Oh, by the way, most of these, if not all, I don't know if these are magnetic, but most of these are magnetic. So if you have a palette knife, you could just pop these out and pop them into a magnetic palette. So that's another cool thing about Colourpop that I love. But yeah, this one, like, it's pretty, it's okay. It has a lot of those mattes with the shimmer in it, and I don't mind those. And I just swatched this one last night, and it swatched nicely, and it has nice colors. It just doesn't really do it for me. I'm like, I'm glad I have it. It's nice. I've used it. It's cool, but it's not my favorite. Now this one. Now this is the Beak. Okay, so I like this one. I love the color story on this one. I actually love the color story on this one more than I like the Gather Around Sisters palette. This is the Witching Hour one. This is the 2021 Hocus Pocus palette. The one thing that drives me crazy about this is there is a fucking shade in this palette. It's this one. And it's called Fur Black is Black. And it's teal. Should be her color. Because it's Fur Black is Black. I don't know. Maybe it's just, I don't know, it drives me crazy about this palette. Green Newt. It's brown. But I like this palette. It's just, I have to complain about that every time. It drives me crazy. That's just my thing. So those are the only ones that I'm just like, okay. And then finally, I have a few that I just need to use more that I haven't really, I'm sure they're fine, but I didn't feel comfortable putting them in the A plus B and C category. I need to use them more so I can put them in a category. And the first one, I'm a chump. This one's the Ballad palette, and I bought this one. Well, I like the color story. It's nice. It's like very cool tone. I like cool tones. And I've used it, like, it looks like I've used it once or twice, but I was probably right when I first bought it, when they came out in February, and I just don't remember. I just don't remember. But I bought this for the names. God, I can't read. Novel, epic, drama, fate, and prose. I have a master's degree in literature. How am I not going to buy this? So, I like the color story, but I need to use it more. I've kind of earmarked these next 1, 2, 3, 4 for me to use, and then I'll get back to you and tell you ABC. But I mean, Come on, the names. I had to. The next one is the Make It Fearless palette. I really like the color story on this one. This was the one for Black History Month, I believe. And a portion of the proceeds went to African American charities. And I was like, okay, cool. So I picked this one up, and it's looking at it now, I'm like, dang, I really like this. I've just maybe used it once. It's not really colors I like typically gravitate towards. And you might be thinking, well, why did you buy it, Stacey? Because it's fucking pretty, okay? Because it's fucking pretty. Plus, you know, charity, and I like to support that stuff. But it's pretty, and I need to use it more. And I really like these little tiny 5 pans. They're tiny babies. You know, these are nice to travel with, you know? So yeah. The next one I bought when we were supposed to move back in 2020, when I was still living in California. And this is obviously the California Love palette. And I've never used this one. I've never even swatched this one. I just took it out of the box yesterday. And I bought it because I'm from California. That's it. That's why I have it. I've never used it. I've never swatched it. I need to use it, period. It looks an awful lot like a bigger version of the Bambi palette. So, you know, that's what happens when you have a lot of Colourpop. But I mean, some of the tones are different. Bambi's a little brighter. But yeah, I mean, I can do some comparison swatching, and I will put them here. But yeah, I just haven't used it. But California Love, that's where I'm from, will always be. It is the best state in my opinion, even though I could never afford to move back there ever again. And then finally, the last palette that I have used once or twice, but I don't remember using it. This palette is so fucking pretty. This is the So Jaded palette with the Kathleenlights and Colourpop. Dude, like, I don't know why I haven't used this more. This fucking screams my name. Okay, shade names: Ruby, Peridot, Emerald, Jade, Smoky Quartz, Amethyst, Turquoise, Onyx, Aquamarine, Garnet, Moons. Like, what the hell, Stacey? Why haven't you used this more? I remember I wanted this so bad. And then I got it, and I just haven't used it that much. But I'm going to use it in the next couple weeks. And I will keep you posted. Because it's so pretty. I'm glad I have it. It's definitely in the B category because I'm glad I have it. Because it's so fucking pretty. Look at it. It's fucking art. It's art. Most of these are art, if I'm honest. So those it's ridiculous. I know it's fucking ridiculous. You should see all the non-Colourpop palettes I have. And I'm sure I missed one somewhere. I don't think I did. I think I did a pretty good job of pulling them out. But now that I've been reunited with my full collection, I'm like, okay, let's look at all what I have. You know, what am I, you know, could be crack, right? I have an addiction, but it's healthier, and it could be crack. So on that note, if you enjoyed this video and you want to see me talk about the rest of my collection, I do have quite a few more, like, so let me know what you think down below. What is your favorite Colourpop palette? What palette am I missing from my Colourpop collection where you're just like, no, girl, get on there and buy this? I do have, like I said, the Mandalorian palette on the way to me. But what palettes from Colourpop am I missing? Tell me, because I will buy them. I will look and be like, oh yeah, no, you're totally right. Are there any of these that you're like, no, you need to buy this one because it's awesome? There's that little the ice cream shop, the little peanut butter one that looks like Reese's peanut butter cup colors that I think I'm gonna buy at some point. Again, I don't need any of them, but it's never stopped me before. So on that note, thank you so much for watching. If you made it this far, you are the real winner. And like, subscribe, comment, all that fun stuff. Thank you for helping me grow my channel, and I will see you next time.